Hi everybody, Brian Weber here, Joint Venture Angel Network. It's the first full month, August. I think it's the 29th today actually. And it's the first full month. You can see I'm pretty casual here. I thought I'd throw on a shirt over top of my t-shirt, maybe just make it look a little bit more presentable. It's hopefully, Ron, you get a chance to watch this. Hi, glad to meet you face to face, so to speak. And everybody else, I hope you have a wonderful long weekend and looking forward to getting a amazing start come September the 2nd. Just got off the phone with Stephanie. We had a great conversation, about an hour long, and decided based on conversations with Albert and Albert's genius as far as putting together Route 36 that we're going to go ahead and add two additional incentives that are going to ensure that JVan has revenue ongoing to distribute to drivers who meet the criteria of signing up 12 new members and putting 3 cars on the road every month for 3 months in a row. So nine cars times 4 is 36. Route 36. There you go. Pretty easy math, eh? So in that vein, drivers will be rewarded based on the cash that we collect after 3 months for 1995. So now when we're signing up Joint Venture Angel Network members who are going into Route 36 specifically, at the time of sign up they'll be able to check a button on the PDF, or when we sign them up through PayPal they're going to be able to do a zero rate subscription for the first 3 months. So Adam and Ron, when we get that set up on the Joint Venture Angel Network site, we have to make sure that the functionality is such that they can subscribe to the first 3 months for free. Make sure they have their credit card in there, have it authorized, and into the first day of the 4 month they're being charged $19.95. $99 sign-up fee. That $99 Albert will also be available after we buy them business cards, which directly supports Route 36. That money will also be available to distribute to drivers. Now, as well, I do definitely, because in keeping with the Joint Venture Angel Network philosophy, we need to give ownership to our entrepreneurial participants who meet the criteria of Route 36. So that is incorporating Route 36 and distributing common shares that would then eventually be, sooner than later by the way, traded on Joint Venture Angel Network. And we would trade them back and forth amongst ourselves to establish a value, and our members would see that there is a value to them and that they would actually be able to put them on and sell them. So those are the basic concepts that we are moving forward with as far as Joint Venture Angel Network. There are a couple of issues that I had discussed with Stephanie, and I thought it would be prudent to record everything here so everybody would be able to discuss and understand what some of the fundamental issues are going forward with communicating with drivers and passengers, and where we're at with our 50 or so members. After getting off the phone with JC down in Lima, Ohio, which we had a great conversation, Albert and I had with JC on Wednesday. The conclusions of the conversation were twofold. One is that we have to supply, as we all know, the perpetual and constant intake of new Joint Venture Angel Network members through the front door, and this is going to be done through Ron's participation, using his email program, tweaking the messages, writing a series of messages and sending them out, getting people to sign up for the webinar and getting exposure that way. That said, the messages, preferably based on the call or the last meeting we had, which was Monday, what Ron participated in, those messages need to be focused on JVan and Route 36 at the same time. Yes, Route 36 is the ongoing JV1 of Joint Venture Angel Network, but Joint Venture Angel Network has to be branded consistently whenever Route 36 is mentioned. It has to be Route 36, a Joint Venture Angel Network business. That is the official branding that we're going with whenever we represent Route 36. So what does that mean as we develop this series? Well, Ron, you certainly have a lot more experience in this area than I do, but my thoughts are that it needs to say Route 36 is a new technology. We'll have to choose that word carefully, but I believe it's a new technology that identifies drivers and passengers, eliminates the fact that people get left behind, and sets it up so our passengers can very easily set up their own business, get in a car with a driver, 3 passengers, and we can set them up so all they have to do is supply 12 names a month for 3 months. Times 3, that's 36 coming to the driver. The driver then has to sign up 33% of what they have, and they get big bonuses and obviously make a significant amount of money. The approach being that that's all you have to do. Okay, so we get this wonderful prepaid legal service, which we haven't been focusing at all, and that is a big issue. We seem to be scared of it, and we can't be scared of it. Prepaid Legal is a great company. They've got great training, and we need to incorporate that as we're going along into what we're doing. So I think specifically we talk about the fact that, hey, you know, prepaid legal is a great multi-level marketing, but the overall systemic attrition issues of the 990 rule, 90% are gone in 90 days from all multi-level marketing. What have we experienced to date? In 90 days, we have 0 attrition. Okay, 0. Okay, now Albert, obviously you need to confirm that, but my understanding is that we have 0 attrition, and if that's the case, then we're beating the odds. We need to say that. It needs to be out there. It's got to be on the front page of the website, Adam. It's got to be strength in numbers, 10,000 strong. The collective minds of 10,000 entrepreneurs who are being involved in Route 36 and the Joint Venture Angel Network going forward. And I think it's very important that we focus on the strengths of prepaid legal. So what do we have to supply to Joint Venture Angel Network members who are signing up? Well, they get the newsletter, they get access to a 10,000 strong group of like-minded entrepreneurial investors who are looking for opportunities. They have the opportunity to submit and be an owner of a joint venture with Joint Venture Angel Networks. They get to submit to our members for investing, so it's an investing community. They get to participate in Route 36, and they get to attain ownership as drivers, and as passengers they get their business built in, not for them, and we can't use that wording. They get their business built with a team. It's a team effort, and I never ever want it said from this day forward that they get their business built for them. Okay? And the other thing that we need to dump very quickly is retire in 1 year. All right? Now, we can discuss that concept. We can have videos that discuss that concept. We can have writing that discuss that concept, but we cannot make statements that are rhetoric, that are full of empty promises. And we do have an issue where we did send something out this week. I have spoken to Albert and Stephanie about it, and I can assure everybody that it will not happen again. And we've resolved the 2 issues that Albert had an issue with as far as funding drivers and the 3-month for free funding drivers who are meeting the Route 36 plan, which is signing up 12 new members every month for 3 months. We need to fund them as far as bonuses. We've solved that issue, and then also 3 months free with the 1995. So essentially that's where we stand. We need the copy written for the 2 websites. I will do layouts for that. We need the logical flow through as far as what does Joint Venture Angel Network have. Well, it has all the functionality. Route 36 is a marketing tool, and it speaks to prepaid legal as joint venture number 1, and it speaks to the ability to not get left behind to drivers and passengers. So it is the graphical marketing, branding interface that educates and takes a worn out multi-level marketing, maybe dead downline, a associate distributor or distributor within an MLM, and says, hey, we have the answer for your downline. This is what Route 36 is all about. Here is a Joint Venture Angel Network JV number 1, which is Route 36, and it is and Route 36 stands alone as its own intellectual property. So joint venture number 1 is what we need to refer to when we're talking about prepaid legal. So we need to be very specific about the specific branding words that we're using for the 3 different sections of our business. It's Joint Venture Angel Networks, it's Route 36 as an intellectual property to be incorporated separately, and then it's joint venture number 1, which is Route 36 laid over prepaid legal, and the success that we have had with that program today.